Good afternoon and welcome to today's stream between the Montevideo Thunderhawks and the Lakeview Lakers. Our scheduled first pitch is set for 3:30 p.m. Right now, the Lakers are taking their infield, and Montevideo has just completed theirs. And then once we're done with our infields, we'll have our national anthem, our starting lineups, national anthem, and then we're going to play ball. Let's look at today's starting lineups for the Montevideo Thunderhawks. Leading off at shortstop, number 2, Liliana Eisenlohr. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Peyton Dack. Batting third at second base, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 6, Jayla Kinman. Batting fifth at third base, number 8, Gabby Augustin. Batting sixth in center field, number 10, Olivia Sachs. Batting seventh in left field, number 14, Hallie Helgeson. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 1, Janie Miller. And batting ninth in right field, number 12, Jocelyn Bauman. And today's flex player, the pitcher, number 5, Carly Axford. And that's starting lineup for the Montevideo Thunderhawks and their head coach, Maddie Sleda. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Lakers. Leading off in right field, number 12, McKenna Anderson. Batting second, the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins. Batting fifth at second base, number 4, Emma Brucefin. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 9, Kenzie Herrick. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 13, Addison Hins. Batting eighth in left field, number 10, Aubrey Rausch. And batting ninth in center field, number 2, Avery Hins. And today's flex player at first base, number 11, Kaya Gabareski. And that's the starting lineup for the Lakeview Lakers and their head coach, Linnea Stibbe. So the Lakers are in the middle of their infield right now. We'll have starting lineups and anthem. After that, we'll step away for a commercial break from our sponsors.
We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. I ain't no closing time, I ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Steady, reliable, strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company, a personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with one tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefer's provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefers and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing, big or small, we tow them all.
Why is it not working? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, I know why. I gotta turn this on. All right, welcome back to our stream. The Lakers are completing their infield right now. And joining us in the press box, we have Mike Roush. Mike, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me again for another year. I was just trying to think, is this third year or fourth year that you and I have been doing softball?
I would say probably fourth. It probably started when Aubrey's a freshman or right around that COVID time. I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to think back to the first go-around with this because I think that we did this one year before you invited me over for volleyball and softball, or volleyball and basketball, and then I think we did this for 2 years before we started that. So, yeah, it's crazy how fast time goes, though. So, perfect day for softball.
Yeah, you can't get much better than that. Temperature is 59 degrees and a 3-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, it's like, especially based off this morning here. I don't know, it was like all over the state of Minnesota, but there was a ton of fog this morning, and I'm like, I sure hope that clears out, and as it well did. So.
Well, I'll switch to the second camera. I'm going to get rid of the starting lines for a second. Just to give you a heads up at home how foggy it was, that center field camera couldn't even pick up home plate.
Yeah, and you were quick to send me a text this morning going, I've got everything set up in there other than the one camera because it was so foggy I couldn't focus on anything. Yeah. And I'm like, well, hopefully that'll all burn off and we'll be ready to go by 3:30. Yeah. I like the 3:30 start time. You know what? You start early, you finish early, so it'll be an interesting afternoon here, and I'm sure the girls didn't argue getting out of class a little early too to come out and get ready for this.
Yeah, I had two of them in class, and they're like, "Do we have to really leave early? We want to stay here and learn."
Now I know you're lying. Lying is a sin.
I think they were trying to get out as early as they could.
So is there a chance next week we're looking for a 2:30 start instead of 3:30? Or
I'm guessing they're going to lobby for it.
Yeah, probably, especially if it's this nice. I think the only thing we're missing are umpires. I hope that they got the memo that it was a 3:30 start.
As long as you're talking about next week, let's look at our upcoming streams. On next Tuesday, Lakeview girls will be hosting RCW. Oh, yeah, the umpires are walking. Yep. There we are. All right. And then Ortonville, we'll be hosting Ortonville. On the following Tuesday, we have a week off for Easter. And then Thursday, the girls will be hosting Minneota Canby at 4:30. So those are our next three softball games. And then on Friday, April 25th, we'll be hey, you can do that.
All this new technology.
All right, baseball will be hosting Dawson Boyd at 4:30 on Friday, April 25th. And then April 26th, we'll have prom, drive-up, and Grand March. The drive-up starts at 6 o'clock, and Grand March, I believe, is a 7:30 start. So those are our next 5 streams that we have there.
How many? So how many are there total for softball this year?
6 total games.
Okay.
6 softball, 5 baseball, 2 track and field, and then concerts and all those fun things in there.
And is there a track and field tonight too?
There's a junior high track and field.
Okay. I saw kids over there running, and I didn't look at the age of it, but I saw there was activity over there.
Yeah, had the varsity track meet yesterday. So typically when you host a varsity one on Thursday, you'll follow it up with the junior high just because you have everything set up to run a track meet.
There you go. And how did it go yesterday for Lakeview track?
You know, I was there and I ran the entire thing. I haven't even looked at the results yet. I know we had some first place finishes and some second ones in there. I know Brooke won the 100. Grace Hanlon was second in the 200. I know Jackson Staub won the shot put, I believe, and maybe the discus. So it was a good outing for the Lakers.
Wasn't quite as nice a day for track yesterday as it is today because we did have softball over here yesterday. The Lakers did face Bold yesterday. I don't know if you hit that while my daughter was talking to me up here, but the Lakers came out and battled with them for the first 4 innings, I think, maybe even 5, and it was 0-0 through 4 or 5. It was a really quick game. And then Bold took a 1-run lead maybe or 2-run lead, and they kind of chipped away. And I think going into the 6th, it was 5-1. And then the Lakers in the 7th with 1 at bat left plated 4 runs, so they were up 5-4, and they had a runner on third base, so they had a chance to tie it, and came with a ground out. Aubrey actually was the last one in the batter's box and grounded out for the third out, but they battled back, and Bold seemed to have a pretty good team, so it was a good battle. They have faced 2 tough teams thus far. I'm not sure where Monty rates in that, if you looked at them, if they've played any games yet or not.
I haven't had a chance to do my due diligence on my studying of things. I was in this press box until 10:30 last night because I moved everything from track to here, and I got home, I had supper at 10:45, went to bed, woke up, I was here at 7 o'clock and everything set up, did class, and then came out here. So, yeah.
Run, yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes here today. Montevideo typically has a pretty decent program, so we'll see how it goes. They are meeting out at home plate right now. The umpires did arrive, so they've got the captains out there along with the coaches kind of going through ground rules and stuff. And we're getting pretty close here to starting this game out.
Yeah, after they're done, I'll run down we'll meet both teams, and then I believe we're going to have an anthem. I'm not for sure where the flag is. It might be on the baseball field. It's somewhere, I guess. And
is it over on track?
No, I don't think the track one was up. They couldn't get that one working. Is it up?
Yep, there is one up over there.
All right, it's up on track. All right, I think they're done. So should we get things rolling?
Yeah, let's go. So we'll mute here, and while you announce.
Yep, sounds good. Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Lakeview Athletic Complex for today's non-conference softball game between the Montevideo Thunderhawks and the Lakeview Lakers. Before we do the national anthem, we're going to meet today's teams, beginning with the reserves for the Montevideo Thunderhawks. Number 5, Carly Axford. Oh, correction, nope, she's a flex, my bad. Sorry, Carly. You're part of the starting lineup. Stay there. Number 3, Emmy Bierhansel. Number 9, Tegan Epima. 11, Nelly Esparza. And 15, Brooklyn Peterson. And now the starting lineup for the Montevideo Thunderhawks, leading off at shortstop number 2, Liliana Eisenlohr. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Peyton Dack. Batting third at second base, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 6, Jayla Kinman. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 8, Gabby Augustin. Batting sixth in center field, number 10, Olivia Sachs. Batting seventh in left field, number 14, Hallie Helgeson. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 1, Janie Miller. And batting ninth in right field, number 12, Jocelyn Bauman. And today's flex player, the pitcher, number 5, Carly Axford. And that's the Montevideo Thunderhawks. And now let's meet your Lakeview Lakers, beginning with the reserves. Number 1, Morgan Velde. Number 3, Aubrey Peterson. Number 7, Addison Bowe. Number 15, Gage Kelleher. Number 16, Kendra Velde. And number 20, Tegan Complin. And now the starting lineup for the Lakers, leading off in right field, number 12, McKenna Anderson. Batting second, the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 4, Emma Brucefin. Batting sixth at third base, number 9, Kenzie Herrick. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 13, Addison Hins. Batting eighth in left field, number 10, Aubrey Roush. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2, Avery Hins. And today's flex player at first base, number 11, Kaya Gavareski. And that's your Lakeview Lakers. I had that on the wrong camera the entire time. All that. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand with Fable. Remember, hats and face the flag towards the football field for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we're getting ready here for the start of this afternoon's softball game between the Lakeview Lakers and the Montevideo Thunderhawks. Mr. Phil did all of the starting lineups for everybody along with the reserves, and they had the meeting of the minds out at home plate with the coaches and the captains.
And the only thing I forgot to do was change the camera angle. So Lacey was putting it on all the starters, and all we saw was home plate.
Well, it was, at least you got to get a good view of home plate, so.
Right.
Lakers start pretty much the same way as they did last night. We've got Tegan Feeney on the mound for the first time this year. First game against RTR, McKenna Anderson went the distance and threw a gem for the Lakers. They got beat 2-1 against a perennially very good RTR Knights team. They did graduate their pitcher over at RTR, so she pitched forever. I don't know if she's off playing college somewhere and pitching or not, but they did have somebody new there, and Lakers just couldn't get a hit when they needed one. But they played great defensively, and McKenna threw a great game for them. And yesterday, I'm trying to think who threw yesterday. Emma Bruceman threw. She started yesterday.
That's what I thought I heard.
Yep,
Yeah.
and I think she went the whole distance and threw pretty well. It was scoreless for quite a while, so. And they came out one run short there, too, so we'll see if they can come out one
Leading
run
off for the Thunderhawks. Oh,
you grabbed that microphone a little too fast for me before I was done talking, but we'll get there.
I meant to mute myself is what I was going to do there, and I did not mute myself. So I'm going to do that. I'll mute myself over that.
First game jitters here at this point. All right, here we go. Tegan with the first pitch. In for a strike. Starts off nicely.
It always helps to get ahead. Are you doing balls and strikes?
Oh, good call. I got double things going here. No, it was a ball.
That was a ball. The reason I know is I don't really have a good angle, so I'm kind of watching the screen in front of me.
So 1-1 is a count here. Tegan looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Little inside. 2-1.
Yeah, just missed that inside of the plate, but, if you're going to miss, that's a good spot to miss.
Do you have the center field camera on right now? So
we are on right now.
There you go, so they can see right where it is. There's a ground ball to short to Kiera, picks it up, makes a nice throw, and gets the out. Good start for the Lakers.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Peyton Dack. I guess I'll keep it on for when I announce that. That seems to work okay.
Yep,
All right.
I think it'll be good.
Less button pushing for me.
All right, the number 2 hitter for the Thunderhawks gets in there. First pitch, she attempts a bunt, follows it straight back for a strike.
Again, I forgot to announce the start of the first pitch and temperature, all those fun things.
You know what, Phil? It's the first game here, huh? We'll get there.
Second baseball. I did baseball though too. So
I wasn't with for that first one. So there's a little bit low. Gets the umpire. So 1-1. Tegan is a junior this year, I believe, correct?
That is correct.
So she's got one more year after this year. There's a swinging foul ball.
The kids were talking that, they have a lot more pitching options now too, that's nice to have.
Yeah, you can never have too much pitching. I don't care if it's baseball or softball. The amount of pitching you have is unlimited if you can get it. So, and that's why it's nice to see they're going to have some chances here. This is the third different pitcher. Not many high school teams can say 3 games that they've started 3 different pitchers. There's a pop-up in the middle in the infield, right to Kiera. Takes a step forward and a step back and makes a catch for out number 2.
Now batting the second baseman, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson.
So the first left-hander for the Thunderhawks steps in today. Tegan looks into Taylor for the sign. A little low for ball 1.
Yeah, just a hair outside.
See if are we tracking first pitch strikes here today too?
I will have that stat for you.
There's ball 2, so falls behind quickly 2-0 to the number 3 hitter for the Thunderhawks.
You know, this sure is a lot easier having 2 people do this, Mike.
Ooh, there's a swing on the third pitch. Kind of fooled her, I think. She was looking a little higher and was underneath her bat, so 2-1.
Yeah, almost took a little bit off that pitch, too, and just caught her by surprise.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if she was trying to slap at it or if she just got fooled, but in any event, it was a strike. So 2-1. There's a ground ball right back to Teagan. Fields it cleanly, makes a good throw for the third out, so 1-2-3 for the Lakers.
For the Thunderhawks on the top of the first inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers. McKenna Anderson, Teagan Feeney, and Taylor Hins. So good inning for the Lakers, Mike.
Great start. You can't ask for anything better to go 1-2-3. They didn't allow any base runners. Are we staying through?
No, we're going to go to commercial when you're ready.
All right, so we'll come back for the bottom of the first year and see if the Lakers can generate some runs. We'll be right back.
Farmers typically only get one chance to plant their crop that they rely on for the year. At DJ's Planter Sales and Service LLC, we provide agricultural technologies and a top-notch service-first mentality, creating a more efficient and effective pass across the field. DJ's Planter Sales and Service is located 2 miles east of Cottonwood. Call Dale at 507-829-1220 or email us at djsplantersales@gmail.com.
And we're back. So after that little music is when you're back live with us. All right, so we're good.
Yeah, it's a nice little feature, the new software. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and now that we've got vMix, I can have a lot more fun.
There is no way that I can't come back to do basketball and volleyball next year with all this new equipment, so it'll be fun.
All right, what if I tell you could have a telestrator, too?
Is the producer thing going to happen? Like, are we going to have a producer in there yet? Or?
No.
No, okay.
I'll talk to you a little bit. Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, the right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
I've got all kinds of girls at home that tell me what to do, so I really don't want one when I go to the basketball and volleyball games. All right, let's see if McKenna can get a start here. I think she batted towards the end of the lineup last night, so coach is moving things around a little bit here to see if she can generate some runs. The Lakers didn't hit the ball great yesterday. They got some runs towards the end of the game, but they really didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to score either. Oh. So starts off with 1 ball here. Here's the second pitch. Ooh, kind of went after one she shouldn't have, and the look on her face was like, what did I just do? Yeah. So 1-1.
I'm noticing an error in my software, Mike, so I have the display of who's batting, who's pitching. I'll explain it after this pitch here.
Kind of took her eye off that one, so falls behind here 1-2.
So it's not throwing the name of Carly Axford on there because she's in the flex position, so somehow I wrote something to not pull that.
There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher, makes a good fielding position and makes a good throw for the first out.
Now batting the pitcher, number 14, Teagan Feeney. So let's see if I can have to connect something to the internet to try to write over it, but
All right, Teagan steps in. I think she did hit number 2 last night as well. She actually, between the RTR game and I'm not sure what she did last night, but she's been putting the ball in play, so see if she can continue that. Ooh, a little bit high, but gets called as a strike. How long before we have that K zone that we can call the umps on what their pitches look like?
Well, I could probably...
Oh, that one was right down the middle. That didn't need any K zone on that one.
You know, I could probably put like a graphic on there, but I would never know exactly where it's crossing.
Yeah, I would love to have that. Boy, you could call every umpire out that you ever wanted to. You missed 33 calls tonight. There's a fly ball to left field. Left fielder gets underneath it, makes a nice play for out number 2.
Good to make contact.
Yep.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins.
See if Taylor can, if she puts the ball in the ground, you're going to have a really hard time throwing her out because she gets down that line super fast. There's a ball. I think last night we made a comment she got on first and probably could have got a double out of it. And I'm like, well, she's going to get the second in the next pitch anyway, and she did. There's a strike, so evens it up at 1-1.
Have we done much slap hitting this year, Mike?
They've got a fair amount of left-handers in there that are attempting to. I say attempting because that was an attempt there and didn't even make contact.
It's a tough skill.
That is an art. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the number 2 hitter. Ooh, that almost looked like the old-fashioned softball there.
Right. Definitely tried to take something off of there and just held on to it a little too long.
I had an arc limit on that one. So 2-2 to Taylor Hins, the catcher today. There, she's a swinging strike for strike 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Lakers.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. After 1, Lakers and Thunderhawks tied at 0. Due up for the Thunderhawks, Jayla Kinman, Gabby Augustin, and Olivia Sachs.
So first inning of pretty clean play there. 3 up for the Lakers and 3 up for the Thunderhawks, and they're all retired. So quick first inning. We'll take a quick break here and be right back.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Isaiah, meat manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we hand select our beef, choosing only the finest cattle from the Midwest, which guarantees you get the most flavorful choice and prime steaks. So, for the best beef around,
leave it to the pros.
And we're back for the start of the second inning. The Lakers are getting their warm-ups in here before we start the top of the second. I just can't believe how nice it is outside today.
Yeah, I'm almost feel like I'm overdressed right now with the sweatshirt on. But
I think I'm getting sick. I might have to run over to the golf course and see if I can find some medicine.
I got my golf cart right here.
Yeah, we could go.
Think anybody would notice that we're gone?
Probably not. I bet ratings would go through the roof if we left. So.
Everybody's like, they're gone.
Hey,
Hallelujah.
Hey, yeah, I'll tune in. All right.
Leading off for the Thunderhawks in the top of the second inning, the designated player, number 6, Jayla Kinman.
So the number 4 hitter for the Thunderhawks steps into the batter's box. Tegan looks in for a sign here. Into her windup. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Teague is off to a good start here. I don't want to jinx her, but looking good so far. Getting a lot of swing and misses here. There's just got a piece of that one. Jumps ahead 0-2. See if she throws her something a little out of the strike zone to get her to chase after it here. Looks in for the sign. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle. Grounded to the shortstop. Makes a nice play. Good throw across the diamond for out number 1.
Now batting in third baseman, number 8, Gabby Augustin.
It's always fun to see a ground ball to Kiera. She has a cannon for an arm. So to watch that ball fly across the diamond. Here's the pitch. Swing and just gets a piece of it to foul it off. Another first pitch strike for Tegan. I think she had 2 in the first inning. Would that be right?
Probably.
And 2 here, so.
I wouldn't.
The old adage of get ahead, stay ahead is right there for her. Second pitch, that's up a little bit for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Looks in for the sign. Here's the delivery. Ground ball to second base, fielded cleanly by Emma Bruceman. Makes a nice throw. 2 outs.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Olivia Sachs. I'm seeing if I can rewrite my program really quick so I can get that picture graphic up.
So 2 down quickly here in the second inning for the Lakers. Here's the pitch right down the middle for strike 1. I look out to the, I'll wait for the pitch here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Falls behind 0-2. Tegan doing a great job of getting ahead here. We are after the game, Phil, where we got a crew to try to fix this mound and batter's box. There's a ground ball right back to Tegan. She fields it cleanly, makes a nice throw, gets her just in time for out number 3. We'll finish that thought when we get the score here.
For the Thunderhawks in the bottom or top of the second inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers. Kira Hins, Emma Bruceman, and Kenzie Herrick.
So 2 clean innings for the Lakers. We will take a quick break and then come back and chat a little bit about that after game project. We'll be right back.
Cottonwood Body Shop, owned by Taylor Benson, is your go-to place for all of your repair needs. From auto body repair to automotive refinishing, along with watercraft repair and gel coat and fiberglass repair, Taylor also paints, repairs, and welds aluminum and repairs plastic. Taylor's hidden talent is glass installation and windshield repair. For all of your repair needs, call Taylor Benson at 507-423-5431.
All right, we're back for the start of the bottom half of the second inning here at the Lakeview Athletic Complex. Catcher was looking for somebody to cover second base, and nobody covered second base.
We're ready to go?
I think we're ready to go.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, the shortstop, number 5, Kira Hins.
All right, our shortstop, we'll see if she can get things started here. Very fast down the baselines here, too. If she can put something on the ground, got a good chance of getting on.
I think you got to clear your outs, Mike.
Did I? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you got to clear the count.
I can't see it. There should be one ball. What have I got in there?
You got 1, 2.
Okay, so one ball. That was that. Swinging.
Yeah.
So 1-1.
There we go. It's easier for me to see it on the screen here, but there's a big glare out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. You're just in a bad angle.
Kira follows that one straight back. Gets behind 1 and 2 here.
I can't quite figure out my formula yet to get that picture on the graphic, so it just says P right now, but it's all right.
I'm sure you'll be all over that.
After this game, I'm going to tackle it.
Yeah. Here's the windup in the pitch. There's a ground ball. Just foul. That would have been extra bases for sure. So Kira falls behind here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Carly Expert on the mound there for Montevideo is doing a nice job.
Throwing strikes. I think there's a base hit. That's going to be land in there. Yep. Kira looks to round it, and Montevideo gets it in quickly. Nice job of hitting by Kira Hins for a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4, Emma Bruceman.
Emma had a couple nice at-bats yesterday. Let's see if she can keep it going here. See if Kira's on the run. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Kira's got good speed over there at first base. 1 strike here. Here's the pitch. Swinging and taking off for second base was Kira. Gets in there standing up. Got a good jump. But Emma falls behind 0-2 quickly. Base hit here will more than likely get the Lakers a run. Emma gets ready. Here's the pitch. It's up in the zone for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anything close here, Emma should be swinging, so we'll see if she protects that plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. In the dirt. Nice scoop by the catcher. That'll keep Kira at second base. Takes it to a 2-2 count. Here's the windup. Ooh, right down the middle. Popped up over by us. Ooh, landed right on the fence. Unfortunately for Montevideo, she couldn't make a play on it. Yeah. She tried to find that fence, and I think got a little discombobulated there, but new life for the Lakers.
Yeah, Gabby gave it good effort to that.
She did. She got over here, but I think when she was looking how close the fence was and then she looked back up, she didn't find the ball right away. There's the pitch. Ooh, right on the edge there for strike 3.
Now batting the third baseman, number 9, Kenzie Herrick.
So 1 out for the Lakers. Kenzie came in last night to pinch hit in the 5th or 6th inning, I think, and had a nice at-bat. See if she can continue that. There's a ball low.
It seems like Carly's trying to throw a lot on the inside against the Lakers here.
Yeah, I can't tell where it is from a side standpoint. Oop, there's an attempted bunt. Goes foul.
That one went to the outer half of the plate, but majority of the time it seems like she's trying to throw inside, and maybe with that slap hitting, that's what you're trying to get away from. I know the right-handed batters, you're not slapping, but you want to probably stay consistent as a pitcher.
Yeah, I would think as a left-handed, if you're slap hitting on the left side, you'd sooner have it on the outside. There, it's low. Kira takes off. Ooh, not in time on the attempted steal and gets thrown out at third base. Was that a ball on the pitch?
I think it was a strike. I'm not 100% sure. That's just a guess, Mike.
So we got 2 outs here. I'm not sure what if we got 1-1.
We'll see.
There's a ground ball. It's not going to matter now. Right to short. Makes a nice throw. Nice stretch by the first baseman to get the third out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 0 runners left on base. After 2, all tied at 0. Do it for the Thunderhawks, Hallie Helgeson, Janie Miller, and Jocelyn Bauman.
So we're flying right along here. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back for the start of the third inning. So after 2, still zeros across the board here for the Lakers and Thunderhawks.
Frank, you got a copy?
All right, we're back here for the start of the third inning. Lakers just finishing up their warm-ups. So to finish my thought on that last inning, we got another
leading out for the Thunderhawks in the top of the third inning, left fielder number 14, Hallie Helgeson.
Since this is your first time out here, we'll wait for this pitch and then I'll point it out. There's a pitch, ground ball, just foul down the third base line. Fielded cleanly by Kenzie Herrick, but just foul, so nothing more than a strike. Notice the hole out there by the pitcher's mound?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you should see, like last night after the JV game, that thing is a crater. Like you could hide small children in there. They're so deep. Tonight I got like 5 bags of clay. We're going to go out there and try to fix that thing when we're done here.
I will help you.
There's a swing and a miss. So she gets ahead quickly, 0-2.
Oh, I got to switch this.
There literally was a ground ball last night, Phil, that hit that hole and popped straight up in the air. That's how deep that hole is.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, in the dirt. In a course of a game, you're going to get a little hole there, but it shouldn't.
I don't remember the last time that I saw anybody fill that in with clay. So I got a little bit of a plan. Coach Jamie Anderson was going to help tonight too, so we got some extra people there, I think. There's a ground ball right back to Feeney. Fielded cleanly, makes a nice throw to first base for the out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 1, Janie Miller.
So 1 out here in the top of the third inning. And the number, what do we
8
got? 6,
batter.
7, 8 batter comes up. There's a strike to start her out.
Just caught that outside part of the plate.
Tegan's first pitch strike thus far is fabulous. I'm gonna guess this is the 8th hitter. She's 6 for 8?
6 for 7.
6 for 7?
Because this is, yep.
Well, that was the first pitch strike right there, so if she's the 8th hitter.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't recorded that.
Yeah. 7 for 8 then probably.
Yeah, it hasn't officially given this one the stat yet. So, yeah, 7 out of 8. Yes, sir.
So 1-1 here. Oh, she lays off just outside. Looked like good from a height standpoint.
Yeah, it was just outside. Kind of on the river right there. That you kind of could go either way.
Yeah. So 2-1 here to the number 8 hitter. Tegan looks in. There's a strike. Evens it up at 2-2.
And 20 strikes and 9 balls for Tegan.
That is a great percentage of strikes thrown. Ooh, just outside.
And when you look at Carly Axford for Montevideo, she's at 18 strikes and 9 balls, so both pitchers are throwing strikes.
You know what? As an umpire and even as a coach, you can't ask for anything more. It's just, you know what? You want your pitchers to throw strikes and keep the game moving. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Jocelyn Bauman.
All right, so the number 9 hitter comes up here for the Thunderhawks. Tegan's looking in, gets a sign from Taylor. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Right over the top of it.
So 8 out of 9 batters through the first go-around of the lineup. First pitch strikes.
That hasn't happened since the early 60s here at Lakeview, I don't think.
That's impressive because we didn't have softball until like 2006.
See? So I'm not off on that then. There's strike 2. Quickly ahead 0-2. See if she can tease a little bit here and get her chasing something. Yep, tries to go upstairs. Didn't go for it, though. Nice pitch. Good spot.
Yeah, I enjoy that pitch right there. Give yourself a chance to maybe get a strikeout because if she makes contact with that ball's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, nope. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ooh,
there's strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down again for the Thunderhawks.
For the Thunderhawks in the top of the 3rd inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers. Addison Hins, Aubrey Roush, and Avery Hins.
So after 2.5, it is still 0-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Borges Sporting Goods is your source for all your sporting gear needs. From Little League to college athletics, we have you covered, including all intramural and collegiate sports, as well as hunting and fishing gear for the outdoor enthusiasts. We also offer personalized in-store embroidery and silkscreen services at competitive prices. Stop by Borges and visit our store to see a wide variety of sporting goods we have to offer. For sporting, hunting, and fishing gear at the highest quality for reasonable prices, call or stop by Borges Sporting Goods on East College Drive in Marshall.
Borges Sporting Goods. Somebody call 911.
All right, we're back after the 911 call there for whatever bumper music that was. I like how it's something different every time. That's good. All right, do up for the Lakers. It looks like.
I cut about 35 songs, I think, for this
Did
bumper
you?
music
Yep,
right now, yeah.
I recognize the one before in the inning before. But
Leading off for the Lakers on the bottom of the 3rd inning, designated player number 13, Addison Hins.
boy, you know you're at the baseball park when you can smell the grill going in the background too. So got the hamburgers going, I bet. There's a tried to slap at that one, got a piece of it, but didn't go anywhere other than foul for strike number 1.
Oops.
And you can see the smoke coming into the play here from the grill.
It does smell delicious, doesn't it?
Yep. There's one in the dirt. Nice block by the umpire.
That might have to be our supper after the mound project.
There you go. Well, it's not only the mound. Home plate needs some serious work, too.
Ooh, all right.
I think we've got Daryl bringing me at least 5 bags of clay, so it's going to be a little bit of a project. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To which Hins was this one?
This is Addison.
This is Addison, okay. Just gets a piece of it there. Staying alive. Yeah, I always enjoyed doing volleyball when the Hins girls were playing because you had if you just said Hins, you had about a 73% chance of calling the right name. So 1 and 2 here to Addison. In the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher.
That was good to lay off of that one. She'd seen a couple higher pitches, and then Carly dropped in a little low ball there on her, and she laid off of it.
You know what? I watched the twins between her and Avery, and there's a lot of talent there. So there's one that's outside.
You know, they're very knowledgeable in the sports. You know, have them in a study hall, and they're always talking sports, or if they have a chance, they're watching Huddle, or, you know, they're just all about it.
Yep, that's good. There, she takes a walk. So the Lakers get a leadoff batter on here.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
We'll see what Coach has her doing here, if we're going to bunt her over or if we're going to try to steal. Addison's got good speed, so maybe take a swing at it. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into right field. That's kind of in no man's land. Right fielder does come in, makes a nice play. Aubrey got decent contact, but kind of popped it up there for the first out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Avery Hins.
So let's see if Avery can get her sister across the diamond here. Ducked under that one. Ooh, a snap throw down to first. Nice play by the catcher. Didn't get her, but
and that last pitch crossed right at the belt.
how long before you got a speed gun back there? Okay, we can track what the speeds are here. There's a swing and a foul ball straight back.
It'd probably just be a matter of if we could get a speed gun and figure out a way to
hook it up back there.
Yeah. To capture that data.
So we're looking for a K zone and a speed. Oop, there's one in dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Gets away from her. Addison takes advantage of the ball in the dirt and gets over to second base. 2-1, I believe, is the count. Maybe I screwed that up.
I think it's 1-2. I think you're right. 1-2 is right. That was strike 3.
She did strike her out.
Now batting leadoff batter and right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
All right, so 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning with a runner on second base and McKenna Anderson up. And it's low for ball 1. We'll see what coach just yelled out a number. I don't know if they're putting something on here, if they're going to try to steal third. Here's a pitch. Tried to bunt. It was almost like a drag bunt. McKenna's got good wheels too, so I think if she can get it on the ground, she's got a chance to beat something out. Just gets a piece, but goes foul. So that takes it to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now she's got to protect if there's anything close. Montevideo pitcher looks in. Here's the pitch. It was almost in the dirt. A little low. 2-2. So 2s across the board. 2-2 and 2 outs. That's up. So fills it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good opportunity for McKenna here to get a pitch that she likes.
And Addison will be off with the pitch. No. Strike 3. So nothing for the Lakers in the bottom half of the third.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the third inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base after 3, tied at 0. Due up for the Thunderhawks, Liliana Eisenlohr, Peyton Dack, and Kylie Ann Johnson.
So we're through 3 innings here at Lakeview, and it's still 0s across the board. A half hour, and we're through 3 innings already. It's going quickly, so we'll see if Lakers can get a 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th and go back to try to hit. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
But what if we harness the power of collaboration? Imagine what we could achieve. Here at Farmward, we don't have to imagine. We're already doing it every single day. We are a family supporting families, cultivating strong communities, so that through the power of collaboration, anything is possible. Together, we are Farmward Cooperative, advancing farming for generations.
All right, we're back for the start of the 4th inning here. I bet I didn't switch it over to the 4th, did I? I did not.
You did not.
There we go. I think up back to the leadoff hitter for Montevideo, am I right? Or
we are up at the top of the order, yes, sir.
So that's even more impressive for Tegan. So 3 innings, she saw 9 batters, a minimum.
Leading off for the Thunderhawks in the top of the 4th inning, the leadoff batter and shortstop, number 2, Liliana Eisenlohr.
Tegan's trying to stay out of that crater out there. They're not going to know what to do when they've got clay back in there to not have to go into the crater. All right, she looks in for the sign. Here's the first pitch. A bunt right back to Feeney. Makes a nice throw. Oh, she was going to ring her up, and then she called her safe.
So a bunt single.
Yeah, nice bunt.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Peyton Dack. So broke up the perfect game and the no-hitter all in one.
We'll see if Montevideo plays a little small ball here and tries to bunt her over to second base. Taylor did throw a base runner out yesterday that attempted a steal, so she's got a pretty good arm back there too.
Going.
Good bunt. Back to the pitcher. Makes a nice play. Coming straight to third. Ooh.
So sacrifice bunt.
Yep.
And then she went all the way to third base.
I'm not sure. Kenzie caught that out in front of the base. If she would have let it go, Aubrey came all the way from left field. If she could have caught that and put a tag on or not, but...
Now batting the second baseman, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson.
Nice execution by the Thunderhawks in any event. So they've got a runner on third with one out here. Teagan looks in. That ball's up. Ball 1. So the Thunderhawks with their first real threat here to put a run across the plate. 1-0 to the Thunderhawk hitter. It's in the dirt. Took a swing. Nice job by Taylor to keep it close. To keep the runner at third. So 1-1 to the number 3 hitter. If you're Montevideo, you couldn't have asked for a better scenario here. You get your number 3 hitter with a runner on third base and only one out. Teagan looks in. Here's the pitch. Oh, just outside. Takes it to 2-1. First real adversity here for the Lakers. There's a pop-up in the infield. Oh, Emma couldn't find it in that sun. And it lands safely for a base hit.
That's a tough play. That's a tough sun location right now.
You could see her struggling with the sun.
Now batting the designated player, number 6, Jayla Kinman.
So first and third here with one out. We'll see what the Lakers do here if she takes off. There's a pitch. She does take off. Fires it to the shortstop. They're conceded that steal. They're going to try to throw her out at home. I think that was a ball. So second and third for the Thunderhawks with one out and your cleanup hitter.
Oh, yeah, I got to switch that graphic. My bad.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Ooh, nice pickup by Kiera. Ooh, hit the runner.
So scored 2.
Yep, they get 2 runs out of it. Hopefully she's okay. That hit her square. Give them 2.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Gabby Augustin.
I didn't see where it got her, but the throw was a little down the line on that one. She's going to go to the dugout. They'll have a pinch runner. I don't know if you want to announce a pinch runner.
Oh,
it's number.
I got something going on here.
Okay, I'm trying to see the number. Looks like 4. So number 3 is pinch running for the Thunderhawks. I'm assuming pitch running. So one out here in the top of the 4th.
Oh, shoot. All right.
You're thinking out loud over there, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the pitch, way high. Nice snag out of the sky by Taylor. So 1 ball to the number 5 hitter. See if Montevideo starts the base runner here. Here's the pitch. Little low, makes it 2-0. Montevideo is starting to break it open a little bit here. Their bats were pretty quiet for the first 3 innings, and now they're starting to put a few things together. Got 2 runs here in the top of the 4th. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's up high. Teagan seems to have lost that control a little bit. She was throwing strikes left and right through the first 3, and now it's 3 in a row here. Let's see if she can dig herself out here. Here's the pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah, so my control over here for who's batting and pitching, I somehow got rid of my check mark box, and so I was struggling over here.
So 3-1 to the Thunderhawk hitter. Here's the pitch. Popped up into right field. That's going to fall in there just between. Ooh, the base runner had a hold up there to make sure it wasn't caught. And McKenna Anderson did a nice job of fielding it and getting it in. A little late, though, so they have first and second now with 1 out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Olivia Sachs.
See if they're swinging away here, if they try to bunt them into scoring position. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at it, right over the top for strike 1. Good start for Tegan.
Her strike to ball ratio is still very good, 32 strikes, 17 balls.
Yeah, she came back nicely against that last hitter, but that kind of, you know what, that's not the pitcher's fault. That ball just had seeing eyes and found a place to land.
Yep.
There's a fake bunt. Throw it on to third. Ooh. Kind of got her off the base a little bit. The new bases that they've got here, I'm not 100% sold yet. They come off more than, I mean, they're great for the safety part of the game, but
they pop off pretty easily.
Last night that third base came off at least 12 times.
So it makes it hard on the umpire.
Yeah, you're constantly fixing the bases.
Was that a ball or a strike, Mike? I think it was a ball.
I think she tried to bunt at it. We'll see if she gives if she shows what the count is. I think she said 1-1.
So,
well, in any event, it's going to be a base hit. Aubrey gets it in. First and third now with another run. Still only 1 out.
Now batting left fielder, number 14, Hallie Helgeson.
It was a nice piece of hitting by the Thunderhawk batter. She got a nice solid base hit. So we've got first and third with 1 out. 3 across thus far for Montevideo. Fegan's checking her wristband.
Is that how they call the pitches?
Yeah, I believe so. There's a fly ball to center. Oh, off of her glove. That's going to let them run for a while. They're going to get 1 run. They're going to try for 2. Kiera lets it fly to home. Oh, couldn't make the catch. So the Thunderhawks get 2 out of that. And they're going crazy in the dugout.
Now batting the first baseman, number 1, Janie Miller.
That's a tough play for, is that Addison in center?
That is Avery.
Avery. That's a tough play when it's in kind of in the gap, and she took a run at it and it just bounced off her glove. Lakers are going to meet about just to maybe settle Tegan down a little bit here. Looks like they're filling the hole in. I think they literally are filling the hole in.
You know, it's got to affect you as it starts to go down. You're used to that kind of the more level pitching area.
Yeah, you're having to step over it now too. So it's like it's such a hole that you don't want to land your plant foot in there. We'll get her fixed here after the game. All right, so 1 out here. Runner on third. Montevideo's got 5 across here in the 4th. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's upstairs for a ball.
Just a hair off the plate, too.
See if the Lakers can stop the bleeding here and get out of here with just giving up the 5. There's a ground ball right back to Feeney. They get the runner in the middle. There's a throw to home. Oh, she got under it, she said. Oh, she bobbled it. Made a good throw, but Taylor must have bobbled it. So Montevideo picks up 1 more run. Base runner actually made the cardinal sin there of taking off when the ball was right to the pitcher.
Lakers played that perfectly, just weren't able to get the out.
Not convert it.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12, Jocelyn Bauman.
So still only one out here. Montevideo's got 6 across here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, she takes off. Ooh.
You're right.
The base just went flying when she slid into it. I don't know why Tegan cut that off.
You're right.
Oh, they're saying she left early maybe? Is that what they're checking? I think they are. Now the umpires are going to get together here. So I think the question here was, in softball, you can't leave until the ball is released from the pitcher's hand, and I think that they're asking if the base runner took off, and the verdict is?
Safe.
Safe. So she did not leave early. And I don't know if I marked, was there a pitch on it?
There's one ball.
There was a pitch, so it was a ball. So 1-0. And Montevideo's got another runner in scoring position here. Lakers need to get an out here. It's been a long time since they got an out. There's a bunt. Foul ball. So evens a count at 1-1. Montevideo, nice crowd that drove over from Monty. So great to see the people out. There's a bunt right down the line. Taylor fields it cleanly, makes a nice throw to first, gets the out. Runner does advance, so 2 outs with a runner on third base. Nice job of Taylor fielding her position there.
Now batting leadoff batter and shortstop number 2, Liliana Eisenlohr.
See if we can get a easy third out here to get back in the dugout and take some swings. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball down to third baseline. That's foul. Good first strike. Tegan gets ahead quickly, 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a in between first and second for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting. Montevideo picks up one more, 7-0.
Now batting the catcher number 7, Peyton Dack. You know, Liliana got everything started in the top of the 4th inning with that leadoff bunt, and then now is continued.
Are we through we're through the order then?
Yeah, this is the number 10th batter.
Yeah, so this is back to the
or
start.
11th batter.
There's a ground ball to short, fielded cleanly. Ooh, I don't think she had her foot on the base, but the umpire called her out. We'll take it. So the third out finally stops Montevideo from scoring.
For the Thunderhawks in the top of the 4th inning, they score 7 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Tegan Feeney, Taylor Hins, and Kiera Hins.
So tough inning there for the Lakers. They gave up 7 runs in that inning, so we'll see if they can get their bats going here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Infinity Ag, located in Hanley Falls, Minnesota, is your trusted source of Pioneer seed. Infinity Ag serves area farmers with Pioneer seed sales and treatment, chemical sales, as well as drone services. Our focus is helping farmers boost productivity, profitability, and sustainability. We deliver great Pioneer products straight to your field. Infinity Ag proudly supports Lakeview athletics and activities.
Go Lakers!
All right, we're back. We got the number 2 hitter, I think, for the Lakers coming up here. Montevideo's finishing up their warm-ups here.
Tegan's 0 for 1. She did fly out in her first at-bat.
See if we can get a couple hits to start us here. Hitting is usually contagious, so if you can get a couple going, that just seems to get everybody else going. So we'll see if Tegan can start something for the Lakers here in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, that worked for Montevideo. Got that leadoff bunt, and then things just kept going and going.
The sun ball didn't help any either. We could have probably, in most cases, got an out of that. But
oh, that's right.
So All right, we got the umpire little discussion there with the Montevideo coach. I don't know if they made some changes maybe. I wonder if that base runner that got hit by the ball stayed out. Looks like she's making a change in her book, so.
Linnea, you want to give me the changes, Linnea, if they have changes?
She can't hear with the music on, I bet.
You want to give me the changes? You want to give me their changes?
She's coming with it.
6 re-entered.
Oh, just a
Just a re-entry.
Okay, so it was re-entry.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the fourth inning, the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney.
All right, after all that, we got it all straightened out here. She did come back in the game. It was a pinch runner. All right, here's the first pitch. Tegan, a ground ball to short. Nice fielding job. Nice throw across the diamond for the first out. Nice job by the shortstop.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins.
As a coach, you can't ask for anything better. First pitch and 1 out, so.
Tegan was all over that pitch. Hit it hard, just happened to be right at the shortstop.
Yeah, she did a nice job of getting in front of it and fielding it nicely at short, so. That one's in no man's land. That'll be a base hit. There it is. Falls into the left field area. Good start. So got a base runner at least.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
See if Kiera's bunting here to try to create some runners.
Kiera.
Again, she gets down the baseline fast, so. Nope, she was slapping away at it. Ball 1, though.
That last hit was the Lakers' second hit. Kiera has the first hit.
See if we can get 3 here then. Here's the pitch. Little out. 2-0. Are you, there is a junior varsity game after this one. Are you keeping live stream on, or are you ending it after the first one?
We'll keep it going.
There's a ground ball. Nice job by Kiera. That was a tough play for the pitcher.
That's going to go down as a single. Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Emma Brucefin.
So, got 2 base runners here with Emma coming up. See if Emma can find a gap shot here somewhere to get everybody running around the diamond.
Right. Yeah, so we'll keep it live for the JV game. We don't necessarily have to talk through it, but we'll keep it going for people back home if they want to watch that.
It. That works. Here's the pitch. Attempted a bunt and went foul on her. So a first pitch strike. I like how this game has changed so much. Instead of looking down for signs from the coaching box, it's now all about yelling out numbers, and you got to look on your wrist to figure out what number that was.
Took her a little bit to figure it out, too.
It did. She was really studying that thing. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Takes off running. Makes it to third easily. You know, there's an example of that base not helping. She rolled her ankle pretty good right there.
Oh, because the base moved on her.
It did. We'll see that Jim push the base off of the stoppers there. They'll clean it up a little bit. I actually saw her ankle roll on that one, so I'm sure that did hurt a little bit. Probably got to walk that off a little bit. The concept of those is great. It's just a matter of if they work.
Right.
Thought somebody was coming in to see you.
That's what I thought too.
Was it windy?
Just a little breeze.
Okay.
That's all it was.
All right, so quickly behind 0-2 here to Emma. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, gets by her. Taylor takes off, and the Lakers score their first run of the afternoon. Take those runs any way you can get them. Her ankle looked okay there. She scampered home pretty quickly. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Emma Brucefin. Got Kiera Hins on third, trying to get home. Just a little low. Kira's got good wheels too, so anything in the dirt, she's going to be taking off, I bet. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, a swing and a miss. She could take off, though. Oh.
They let her go?
Yeah, well, you know what? She kept looking at Kira like, if I throw it, Kira's going to come home. So, ooh, what are they saying now?
3 balls, 2 strikes.
I had her at 0-2.
I had it at 2-2 at that one. That should have been 3.
Yeah.
It was a foul ball, a strike, and 2 balls.
The umpires are going to talk about it. They both have clickers, so they're saying 3-2 yet.
So, okay, all right. Well, now
yeah,
now
we had 3 and 2 on that pitch, so that's what.
Now add a ball up there.
Well, I can't. It's okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
3-2. Yeah.
Grounded to short, cross the diamond, nice play. The Lakers get the run. So in any event, they pick up a run out of that thing.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Kenzie Herrick. Okay, remember bottom of the 4th inning. I want to go back and watch that.
Yeah, that would be worth looking at again. There's a first pitch strike. You know, I've done some umping, and that's a cardinal sin of an umpire is not keeping your clicker up to date. So maybe they were right, but.
Well, they had the same thing, and we had the same thing.
Yeah, so somebody wasn't right there, but
they're the official ones.
We'll go back and watch the video.
Yeah.
So 1-1 here to Kenzie Herrick. Here's the pitch.
Oh, shoot.
Takes a swing, just fouls it off. Takes it to 1-2. I don't know if they keep track in the Laker dugout. It'd be interesting to see if they had it at 3-2 as well, or what it was. Here's the pitch. Inside. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Lakers come back and pick up 2 quick ones there.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 4th inning, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 0 errors, and 0 runners left on base. After 4, Thunderhawks 7, Lakers 2. Do it for the Thunderhawks, Kylie Ann Johnson, Jayla Kinman, and Gabby Augustin.
So the Lakers answer in their home half of the 4th with 2 runs to push it to a 7-2 game. We'll take a quick break and come back for the start of the 5th.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
All right, I recognize that play in music. That one I could probably come up with. All right, Lakers finishing up here. Nice throw to second. So we'll start the top of the 5th here.
Leading off for the Thunderhawks in the top of the 5th inning, the second baseman, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson.
Let's see if the Lakers can get a quick 1-2-3 inning here and try to get some more runs in their home half of the 5th. Deegan looks in for a sign. And there's the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, last night we had a question on balls and strikes too, and the funny part is the umps had 2 different ones, so they had to figure out which was right. So here's the pitch. Swing, ground ball, too short. Slow roller, couldn't get it in time. Infield base hit.
Yeah, just underneath Tegan's glove, and then that trickled to Kiera.
Yeah, Kiera's got a good arm, but it just was a slow roller. So
now batting the designated player, number 6, Jayla Kinman.
See if we got a bunting situation here. Nope, swing, drive to short. Gets the force at second, cross the diamond, got her for a double play. Nice job by the Lakers to get a double play out of that ground ball.
A nice 6-4-3 turn.
You know, I swear. Okay, I'll wait till you're done.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Gabby Augustin.
Right before she swung, I was going to say, how about a double play here? And it actually happened. So 2 quick outs there for the Lakers. Ground ball to short again. Kira fields it cleanly, makes a nice strong throw. Oh! Kaya dropped it. So the Thunderhawks get a base runner out of that. Nice throw by Kira.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Olivia Sachs.
All right, so we got 2 outs here. Boy, the coach almost said you're stealing here. Nope, she didn't. Swing and a miss. Good first pitch for Tegan, so starts out 0-1. Looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice scoop by Taylor. Keeps the runner at first. Takes it to 1-1. When's the next boys game for baseball that you're live streaming?
It's a Friday.
Next Friday?
No.
Oh, a ways away yet?
Yep.
There's a ball. 2-1.
Got it popping up here. Friday, April 25th.
Oh, a little ways out yet then. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Takes it to 3-1.
And the next 3 games will be softball. Which is kind of by design, so I can leave a lot of equipment.
Stuff here?
Yeah.
That's good.
As you look there, it's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah. Here's the pitch. Popped into the infield. Nice play by Kiera to get the 3rd out.
For the Thunderhawks on the top of the 5th inning, 0 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Addison Hins, Aubrey Roush, and Avery Hins.
All right, so the Lakers get out of that without giving up any runs. We'll see if they can get a few across here in the home half of the 5th after we take a quick break.
Steady. Reliable. Strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company. A personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
Well, you can tell everybody.
All right, we're back. Those commercials are way shorter than during the basketball season. I'll tell you that after doing all the basketball games this past year.
Well, sometimes you can get a minute break in there so you can get 2 commercials in there.
I was going to say.
We don't have time for that.
There's no running to the concession stand in this commercial break, that's for sure.
No.
Looks like who we got starting here? We got one of the Hins twins to start us off here.
Addison.
Addison will lead it off.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, the designated player, number 13, Addison Hins.
I think Addison got on base her last at bat.
She walked.
She walked. Okay, I couldn't remember what she did. See if she can duplicate that here in the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. .408. I'm going to guess that that's the code for get a base hit. Would you think that's what it would be?
I would agree with that.
Nope, it wasn't. It was swing and miss, apparently. So she falls behind 0-2. I'm kidding because I care.
Right.
I think that probably was a difference between slapping and bunting or what it was. So she falls behind quickly, 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball.
You gotta imagine those numbers are telling her if she's swinging away or slapping or bunting.
I would imagine so, yep. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Addison Hins. There's the pitch. Ooh, just gets a piece of it. It's going to roll foul, though. Good job of taking off. You never know if it might roll back into fair play. I always, when I was hitting, always hoped that those would go foul because I wasn't fast enough to get down to first base. Here's the pitch. Thought about it, but laid off, thankfully, because it was low. Takes it to 2-2.
You weren't breaking speed records on the base paths, Mike?
Anything but. Anything but. If it didn't find a gap, it was not a double. Here's the pitch. Hoo! Called strike 3. Addison didn't agree.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
Okay, let's see if a Roush can get something started here. They're even going to clean the plate off for her. It's a lot like Dad at home cleaning her plate after she's done eating. So
just taking care of her.
Yep, always. Yep. All right, she steps in here, gets ready. See if she can find something to drive here. Gets over to short. Nice fielding job. Makes a good throw across the diamond for a quick out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Avery Hins.
Got a piece of it at least. Nice job by the shortstop. So 2 quick outs for the Lakers. First pitch is up in the zone for a ball. See if they can get something started with 2 outs. There's the pitch. Popped up. Out of play.
The other day in the baseball game, we had a pop-up like that, but it went straight up, and the wind was so strong, at about a 20-mile-an-hour wind, that it blew it back into foul territory, landed right in front of the foul line, and died right there.
Oh, really?
For an easy single. I don't know if I've ever seen a foul ball do like
that bad?
Like it did, yeah.
Did they have a chance to make a play on it?
No.
No.
No, because the foul ball was so high that he had enough time to run to first base that it just went almost like over the backstop and just like came back in and dropped right at the foul line, and it was like hitting a pitching wedge into the green.
I think it's 3-1 if I got it correct here.
Yes.
Yep, there's ball 4.
Now batting the leadoff batter and right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
That's they got a pinch hitter? That's not McKenna.
Nope. 1.
Here's a pitch. There's a strike.
Pinch hitting, number 1, Morgan Veldy.
Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. Believe it's 1-1. First at bat here for Morgan. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Makes a nice throw for the 3rd out. Nice job by the Thunderhawks.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 5, Thunderhawks 7, Lakers 2. Due up for the Thunderhawks, Hallie Helgeson, Janie Miller, and Jocelyn Bauman.
So we head to the 6th, and it's still 7-2 Montevideo. Lakers need to get 3 quick outs here and find some base runners and score some runs. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the start of the 6th.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with 1 tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefer's provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefers and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing, big or small, we tow them all.
All right, we're back. Lakers finishing up here. There's a throw down to second base. Nice scoop by Kiera Hins.
Leading off for the Thunderhawks in the top of the 6th inning, the left fielder, number 14, Hallie Helgeson.
So stay with us after the game. We will have a Laker player of the game that we'll chat with for a little bit. Here's the first pitch in the 6th for a strike. Good start for Teagan.
And Mike, for that interview, you can turn and look at that camera right there.
I wondered what that little block was up there for. I looked at that yesterday going, what does that block serve a purpose for? Now I know. There's a ground ball to 3rd, fielded cleanly by Herrick. Nice throw across the diamond, and they get the out. Good play by the Lakers for the first out of the 6th.
Now batting the first baseman, number 1, Janie Miller.
right here. Teagan looks in for the sign. There's a pitch. It's way upstairs for ball 1. So 1-0. Lakers have got 1 out here in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Into right field. No, lost it in the sun. That sun has to be just nasty over there. No, I would call that an error. Emma had her glove up trying to block the sun and then to try to catch it, and it actually hit her in the chest. So she definitely lost it in the sun. So the Thunderhawks get another base runner off the Mother Nature there. So we'll see if Lakers can, how about turning another double play here. They take off. Good throw down to second. Nope, not in time though. She's safe.
Hey, she's off the base though.
Yeah. Well, we could try for that.
Was that a ball or strike? I don't remember.
They are appealing. They were appealing if she left early. Well, and the home plate umpire is saying, I don't watch that. I don't know that that's the right answer. I would ask the field ump what their thoughts were. Because really it should be the field ump watching that. What did you have for a pitch there?
I don't know if it was a ball or strike. See what she throws up.
That was the first pitch.
That was the first pitch. I don't know if she swung at it or not.
Here's the second pitch. There's a bunt right back to the pitcher. Teagan fields it cleanly, gets the out. So we'll never know unless you go back and watch, but at least they get an out out of it.
All right. So a sacrifice bunt. Now batting, leadoff batter and shortstop number 2, Liliana Eisenlohr.
Good job with the names over there thus far. You got any tough ones in there? Eisenlohr's not a easy one to pronounce.
Not too bad. I did go over and ask beforehand, so if I've messed up, it's because I've forgotten since I've asked, but I always tried to do my best to get all the names correct.
And you do a good job during the basketball and volleyball season for sure. That was a ball, I believe?
It was. My favorite is when I go back and listen and you guys don't know the exact pronunciation. Jacob's like, don't even say it, Mike.
Try it.
Don't try it.
Don't try it. He has a term he usually uses.
Clip it. No, clip it.
That's what it was, yep.
You're going to get clipped.
Ground ball to short, fielded cleanly. Nice throw across the diamond by Kiera Hins to get the third out for the Lakers.
For the Thunderhawks in the top of the 6th inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Teagan Feeney, Taylor Hins, and Kiera Hins.
Lakers make it a quick 6th inning there, so they keep it at 7-2. So far, only 1 bad inning for the Lakers, but it was 7 runs that they gave up. So they'll try to get some base hits here in the 6th. We'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, we're back. Home half of the 6th here. It looks like Teagan Feeney will start it out for the Lakers, the number 2 hitter. Lakers in a good spot in their order here to try to create some runs. They're towards the top, obviously. I think we got one more throw here.
No throwdown?
I don't think so.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the 6th inning, the pitcher number 14, Teagan Feeney.
Teagan's throwing a nice game today other than that one bad inning that the Thunderhawks scored all their runs in. Otherwise, it's been pretty clean, obviously, so see if she can get something going here. Ground ball back up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop. Nice job to get to her feet and make an accurate throw to first base.
That was Liliana Eisenlohr. Now batting the catcher number 8, Taylor Hins.
She fielded it and went to her knees and was able to jump up and make a nice strong throw to get Teagan by a step. There's the ball. see if Taylor can get on base here. Ooh, there's a strike on the outside half of the plate. Takes it to 1-1. Here's the delivery. Pops it up in the infield right to the shortstop for out number 2.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
So 2 quick outs for the Lakers. And Kiera steps in. Takes a swing at it and fouls it over the Laker dugout for strike 1. Montevideo pitcher looks in. Here's the pitch. Grounded right back to her. Just by a hair gets Kiera at first base for the 3rd out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 6th inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. After 6, Thunderhawks 7, Lakers 2. Due up for the Thunderhawks, Peyton Dack, Kylie Ann Johnson, and Jayla Kinman.
So 3 quick outs there for the Lakers in that bottom half of the 6th. They will come to the 7th here and try to get 3 quick outs and see if they can mount a valiant comeback. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
All right, we're back for the top of the 7th here at Lakeview. Quick game here this evening. So far, I'm probably going to jinx it here, but so far we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes to get through 6th complete. Been a pretty clean game for the most part. Had that one bad inning that I kind of reiterated on for the Thunderhawks to score a bunch of runs, but it's been pretty clean outside of that.
Leading out for the Thunderhawks in the top of the 7th inning, the catcher number 7, Peyton Dack.
See if the Lakers can keep it going here and get a quick 1, 2, 3 and see if they can get some hits. Feeney looks in. Here's the pitch. It's up in the zone for a ball. How many pitches has Teagan thrown overall?
76.
That's pretty minimal for a 6-inning game.
51 strikes, 25 balls.
And how many were in the inning that they scored 7 runs? I bet it's skewed significantly to that.
I can get that in 1 second here.
And here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, right? Oh, it goes through the wickets of Kiera, or I'm sorry, of Kiera was going to throw it and held on to it. Ground ball to Kenzie Herrick, and it got through her legs. So that's an error. So they get their first base runner.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 18, Kylie Ann Johnson.
See if the Lakers can turn a double play here. Ball was hit really hard. Ooh, she tried to bunt it. There's a throw down. She's in there safely.
So we did record a strike on that one.
It was a strike? Okay.
Well, she offered at it.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Well,
I don't know how I get away from that. As soon as I see the base runner take off, my eyes focus to the base runner, and I don't see anything at home. Ooh, nice bunt. It's going to be a tough play. She doesn't get her. That was a great bunt by the Montevideo player. She's going to keep going. That's heads-up baseball right there, or baseball, heads-up softball right there. That was shades of the Let It Fly days there, Phil.
I was just thinking that. Now batting designated player number 6, Jayla Kinman.
Lakers are going to take a timeout here. Coach is going to go out and chat with them a little bit. So the Thunderhawks have runners at second and third here with nobody out.
Yeah, you want to go into that bottom of the 7th inning with just that 5-run deficit.
Yeah, you don't want to have to make up any more than you have to. Yeah. I think yesterday there was an inning that the Lakers had second and third as they were in the field, and they were able to get 3 outs without a run coming across the plate. See if they can keep that
So that inning where it kind of snowballed, there was 25 pitches for Tegan in that inning.
So a third of her pitches were in that one inning.
Correct.
I think you announced this one. Oh, I thought you were.
I did announce her. Yep, I just had to kill the music.
All right. All right, we'll see if the Lakers can get 3 outs here without letting any runs get across. Ooh, way up in the zone. Went over her. Not going to stop that one. So Montevideo picks up a run there. So now 8-2. Thunderhawks.
Jayla's 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and did reach on an error.
Base runner at third. I don't know her name, but she's got good wheels. So ground ball, she takes off. Kiera does the right thing and gets the out at first base. Good play by Kiera.
The runner was Kylie Ann Johnson.
She comes across to pick up another run. That makes it 9-2.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Gabby Augustin.
So 9-2, top of the 7th, 1 out. Montevideo's softball must be pretty strong. The JV team, there's a ton of girls out there too for the JV side. First pitch is a ball.
Oh, there they are, behind the dugout there.
Yeah. I think Lakeview's numbers are pretty strong this year too, aren't they? I mean, whoa, there's a rope back up the middle. That'll be a base hit.
That thing was hit hard.
Yep.
Wonder what the exit velocity on that single was.
A lot harder than most of them thus far.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Olivia Sachs.
So 1 out here. Let's see if she's off with the pitch. Here comes a delivery. Ground ball. Be lucky to get one here, and they get that one. They might have a shot at third. You got to put it on her, and she's out at third. They create a double play.
I think they said safe. Did she say
she
up?
rung her up.
Okay, all right.
Nice double play by the Lakers.
Give me a second.
Okay, sorry, I was taking a break there. So Lakers get the out there, and we'll let Phil do the overall here.
For the Thunderhawks in the top of the 7th inning, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 0 runners left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Emma Bruceman, Kenzie Herrick, and Addison Hins.
All right, so we're going to come back for the bottom of the 7th here after we take a quick break. It's 9-2 Montevideo. Lakers are going to have to mount a huge comeback. We'll be right back.
We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. I ain't no closing time, I ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 7th here. Emma Bruceman is going to start it off for the Lakers. We'll see if they can get some base runners.
Leading out for the Lakers on the bottom of the 7th inning, the second baseman, number 4, Emma Bruceman.
There's a windup. That's in the dirt. Nice.
My cue is always waiting for that throwdown, and they're not doing that throwdown, so that's throwing me off.
Throwing you, and the throw is all about the throwing you off. So, ball 1 to Emma. There's a ground ball just foul down the third base line. Hit well.
That one was smoked.
Evens it up at 1-1. The Montevideo pitcher looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Emma does not get cheated in that batter's box. She swings the bat like she means it. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and there's strike 3.
Just caught that outside corner.
So 1 out. That'll bring up Mackenzie Herrick.
Now batting third baseman, number 9, Mackenzie Herrick.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike. quickly ahead, 0-1. Ground ball to third, just foul. Had a bunch of them down the third base line this game.
Yeah, keeping Gabby busy at third.
So Kenzie quickly in the hole, 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. So that was right down the middle, it looked like. I can't see the...
It was.
Was it right down the middle? Yeah.
Now batting designated player number 13, Addison Hins.
So Lakers down to their last out here. See if Addison can keep it going. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0. Second pitch on its way. There's a strike.
You know, Tegan's going to, if this is the end of the game, it's going to end with less pitches thrown than Carly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's weird. You know, when
sometimes the ball just bounces the wrong way, even though it doesn't bounce. It still every once in a while goes the wrong direction for you.
Yep.
Those couple sun balls have not helped them by any means. Is it on the line? No, it was just foul.
That was super close.
Yeah, I thought from here it looked like, I don't think it was, there was where the chalk is not anymore, but it looked like it was really gone pretty close to the line.
Yeah, the chalk was kind of gone, so that was really a judgment call on the umpire in that one.
And we don't have the greatest of angles. There's a better angle down there.
Yeah.
That one's in the dirt. Takes it to a full count. Aubrey Rausch waits on deck. See if she can get another at bat. Here's the windup and the pitch on the full count. Ooh, and she rung her up for strike 3. That'll do it for the Lakers in the home half of the 7th.
And that's your ball game. Montevideo Thunderhawks 9, Lakeview Lakers 2. For the Thunderhawks, they scored 9 runs on 9 hits, 0 defensive errors, and left 3 runners on base. For the Lakers, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits, 4 defensive errors, and left 2 runners on base. Time of the game was 1 hour and 23 minutes. Coming up is the JV game.
All right, so that's the end of the game here. That was a quick game, under an hour and a half. For the most part, the Lakers played pretty well. Let's see if we can catch Kiera here quick. You want to yell at her quick? All right, did you get her attention?
Yep.
All right.
I think she's coming right away. All right. Yeah.
Is she?
Yep. I'll give you got the.
Wow, you have way more power than I ever did. They'd always come back later after that. So are we on now, or what do we got here? You got us on? Okay, he gives us a head bump. Tough game.
Yeah.
What happened?
We just weren't talking very much, kind of had some miscommunications in there. Just need to get our bats going is ultimately what it came down to, I think.
I think when Aubrey came home last night, I made the comment that the bats just have not got started for you yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty early in the season. The pitching, you guys got good pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Got 3 different pitchers that have thrown all 3 games. But
yeah.
You did a nice job tonight out at short. You had some ground balls.
Thank you.
Yep, had some ground balls, threw a bunch of runners out. I liked the one in the last inning there. They had a runner on third, and she went home, and you looked at her and went, there ain't no way I'm going to catch her.
No.
So try to get the out, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of your mentality when you're out there?
Yeah.
Like, are you looking ahead at all?
Always trying to get that lead runner, but if she's already there, then, got to sacrifice that one and just get the out at that point.
Yeah. I think overall it was pretty close, or pretty clean game. I think we checked the pitches, and Tegan only threw like 90 pitches or something like that. He's looking real quick. 84 pitches, so that's a pretty quick game, and it was less than an hour and a half. So that you guys are playing good softball.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get some bounces
just
to go your way.
got to get those bats going.
Yeah, and it seemed like the sun played a pretty tough role over there.
On Emma, yeah.
Yeah, she had 2 of them where she was like, I can't even see what's
I know.
coming at me.
Well, there's a foul ball that went up in the air. I'm like, wow, I can't even see that.
See that one, yeah. All right, so tough start to the season. You fall to 0-3. Who's up next?
No idea, honestly.
No idea. I think. Phil's going to look quick. I think RCW on here. Is that home? All right, so we come back here against RCW. Know much about them from last year?
We won 1, lost 1 against them last year in our doubleheader. I don't remember the scores or anything, though.
All right. So Monday back at it.
Yep.
Get some hitting practice and see if we get those bats going.
Yep.
All right. So good game today.
Thank you.
All right. We'll watch for you guys on Monday then.
Thank you.
Or on Tuesday. Thanks for stopping. What's that? Oh, okay. I'm still on. Okay. All right. So we'll kind of go through the highlights here. It ends up 9-2 as a final score. Montevideo walks away with it. They're getting the field ready for the JV game that will proceed here. If you're going to stay and watch, you will be able to watch a game. We won't be announcing it. They play 4 innings or an hour with the JV, so I think they'll get warmed up a little bit, then they'll come back and then start over. So takeaways from today, got anything you want to add? I mean, the Lakers, you know what, all 3 games that they've lost, they have played pretty darn well. They just haven't got any of the bounces to go their way. So
yeah, you know, watching it, they're vastly improved from last year. You know, they're hitting the ball. You know, they only ended up with 3 or 4 hits, but they're getting the ball in play.
Yeah.
You know, and defensively, they're making good move. You know, they're right there. You know, they're on the cusp of that.
We haven't had any innings where we've pieced together a bunch of runs all in one inning. So it's like they just need to figure out that order of where the girls are and how they can get runners on base. And they've got a ton of speed, you know, so to be able to take advantage of the speed once they get runners on base and stuff. They won't struggle with pitching this year. They've got 4 pitchers, I think, for sure, that can probably all see varsity innings. And in years past, the Lakers have not had that. They've had maybe 1.5 pitchers that they could count on. So the pitching will be there this year. They're just going to have to concentrate on getting their bats going. So nice day for softball overall. Will be fun to come back and see what they do next week. It was Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday they play RCW.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on here Tuesday for that game. Hopefully we have the weather as nice as it is today. That's about all I got left for it. So appreciate all you that stayed with us and watched through. We'll see you back here on Tuesday, right?
We will be back. So
right.
Thank you. And just stay tuned for the JV game.
Buckle is
Hey, is this microphone on? I'll bring that microphone's on.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Did my dad leave?
Wait, okay, now you can do it.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mike.
They paid either way. So if you had a 4 and a 3, it didn't matter. Because there was only one person that had 4. It didn't matter if it was home or away. if they lose either of these two games, they get zero.
Yeah, so they should be. They need help now. If they would have won that other one, they would have. They could. I mean, if they would have won out, they could have.
I fit mine or not. Okay, get this Evan.
I'm taking pictures.
Look. Finally asked if it's curious of who was playing, if there's anything else that was in it.
No one knew
From
like Brandon.
nobody. Oh, no, but I'm saying into group 2 that we're in.
Did I send you?
No, you just told me that we were in group 2. Well, if you got it, send it to me. I'd love to look and see who we played. Yeah. Was it on the site?
Not yet.
Oh.
That's my goal tomorrow. Just to get everything rolled over to.
I heard man hung it up too, huh?
No, go to the other side.
Tired of it, or?
She's done it for a long time.
Yeah. That's what Savannah had told me. She's like, that's how I call it part. Yeah. You could see it though. When she said it, I'm like, yeah, I see that. I don't know if I could see it if you weren't sitting right here telling me that I would remember that. But. No, that's just wrong right there. Yeah. ACDC was covering, because they were, Minneapolis was their first stop on the U.S. tour, and they had a place where people were willing to have ACDC tattooed on their body. A lot, I bet. They're genius, because when I was listening to it, I had it on the next generation, and they take over a bar in the city that they're going to, and they make it the ACDC stop. So like, it does great for the bar, and then they sell all of their merchandise there. So I mean, they got a marketing guru, whoever came up with that idea. In concert last night? Yeah, I'm sure those weren't cheap tickets. Don't kill it. That's why it's the last hurrah. I think they're going to have 7 plus. Yeah, they're older. So we're going up to Lake Park this summer they put a new venue in apparently. And they have got some big names coming up. Yeah. Jacob and I and a buddy of mine and his kid, the father-son outing is what we're calling it. And we're going to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, ball. I thought you said bowl. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? No chance in hell anybody
Choo!
A basket catch even. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Those guys are better damn near 80. But I saw the list of concerts and like, those are some huge names coming to Wade Park, Minnesota. Other than I miss all the damn balls, but hey, nice swing. somebody's not here, or if they're... She didn't play last night. Well, there were some pretty close kids in there too that I don't know if they were hurt or what it was. Oh, we're guests though, aren't we? No, we're home. You're right. 471. 471. Oh, yeah. Well, just so I can see the thing instead of having to go around it. Right there is fine. They don't get going back direction up here at all, or? No. You got this. Yeah, she didn't stop. She just kept going. She committed from the start. I like Weirdo. She had her foot on the bag now. No.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1. What are you doing? What are you doing up there?
Really not.
Ow, Evan, you know that mic now looks good.
Hey, so we're going to interview our coach Evans here. Is this on?
No, thank God.
Okay. Is it actually?
I'm trying to tell her no.
Okay, Evan, so how do you feel about the game? All right.
Your coach just walked away from
Yeah, clearly she doesn't have much to say.
Where's your hat?
What?
Why don't you have a hat on?
It's in there.
Yeah, I can't see. What's 409?
Kira's got... No.
Steal, right there.
Oh.
Steal.
Whatever. Like, they're going to call him in. Hey, coach, I know what 409 is.
more questions next time,
I
please.
apologize.
It was an interview.
You know what? The benefit here is that if we started posting, yeah, I would be really not happy about having to do this fixing stuff because it's going to be dark before we get done. But if they quit at 6:15, it'll be all right. Again, I don't know if these two umps have enough assertiveness to say it's been an hour because I can see the coaches saying it most of the time. This is the last half inning. I would say it should be them. I did some softball. Like when we got certified when I was doing baseball, I did more baseball. Softball is like all I remember that softball match. You can ask for help. You know that if she didn't see it, you can say did you see it, but that's a base on this ball. Yeah. I think the summer I'm going to contribute to the North Carolina Fund next fall. I talked to Johnny Graham, you know John. He runs the NABA Umpire Association, and they pay an ungodly amount to do tournaments in the summer. And I'm like, I think I might have to sign up for some of those. And it's all time. The game is all time. So it's so many innings or time. 4-hour marathon.
You get 2 hours behind.
Yeah. I keep getting more and more family members that want to come up to North Carolina, so it's costing me more and more now. Exactly. The thing we found this year, last year when we went, it was just Jacob and I, to get 2 tickets for games was a piece of cake. To get 3 is not easy. Okay. She's little, but she knows the game.
Probably go grab the center field camera and stuff.
I think Darryl was sticking one too. Nope. replaced it with 11 together. Take new 4 throws from there. I was gonna say she was way behind that. I was by her before the bot started coming through the zone. Do that again. Yeah, I'm thinking when she threw last year over in Wood Lake, and she's gonna be good. She throws strikes. And she's got some good velocity behind her. Strike 3. Bam. That's north, so it's got to be Canada. Follow north? It looks like it's going straight up.
I got it. We need one more run.
Seriously? Yeah. The coach just came out here and said it was 3-1.
We just have, we both have 4-1 in our
Okay,
books.
all right. I'm
We'll trust you because we're not keeping track.
yeah. I traded Tech for Devo. You know Devo from Marshall? He was on the plane that took over. That was upside down. Yeah. I know him pretty well. Yep. Oh, I got backwards? Nice. I'm just thankful to be alive. Well, and I said, because he flies a lot, and I said, when did you know you're in trouble? And he said, when we hit, he said, when we were coming in, I couldn't feel anything. You know, it wasn't like it was doing this or anything. He said, but when we hit so hard that I went, that's where we're in trouble. And then he said it happened so fast after that. He got on a plane again right after that. I don't think I could get on a plane again. Yeah, like, I think he drove there. Drove somewhere, got on a plane and came home. That much I didn't get. I haven't run into him yet. I just traded a text with him. her knee to the ground. Oh, this one, she put her knee on the ground. And she's got them arms are cocked, ready to go. How many do we have for the game?
Yeah, you better. All right, take it easy.
I got like $4 in my backpack. I got $4 in my backpack. Okay, now we both have
I know she said no more questions. I'll ask her. I mean, she can't. She won't.
She won't take the same food with you.
She might ask me. What did all know you that question? What did you learn to ask? Yeah. I told you to ask me this question. Aubrey, one question.
No, we gotta play in 7. Yeah, Evan, they're playing 7, right?
It was supposed to be 4, but
Yeah,
someone
they're
got something
playing
wrong,
7.
and now it's 7.
Are you serious?
Yes. Are you on the air? No.
been chatting, so I'm like, maybe I missed one, but
They might have scored a run that I was on that drop 30
that could be. Are you keeping a book in there? They got their electronic book. They're on the iPad. That's where the fourth run came from. See if it was on that strikeout. Hey, where did you guys get the fourth run?
That might have done now.
471. What time stretch did we go now?
Oh, we were delayed about 5 minutes.
Wait. Come on, you gotta get your batter on. Can't stop running. You gotta go through. Hey, you got 2 outs. Okay? You got 2 outs.
I was just like, you guys when they're on the inside. Wait, you guys are right? Yeah, you said it as I was still talking.
come close to you, and then I didn't have the beat on. So we just went up to the come to you and he close, and then it was just
Hey, did you find anything? Our book shows 4, and I said, how did they get that 4th run? And they made it to home. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was when she got thrown out. Probably. What? That was in the 3rd inning. I think that was. Because they threw it the 1st, and she ran home. And I bet they counted that run when she ran home.
And was it Morgan that went home? Because that's where they got double runs for Morgan, and I don't think they should.
Yeah. thing gets out. I missed that one. Go ball straight. Ball. Inside the park? Keep going, keep going.
You could have made it. Come on.
Yes. There it is.
Tried to like karate kick that one right out of the air.
What happened to get in front of him? What happened to get in front of him?
I felt vulnerable.
Yeah.
I played catch with Morgan. No.
You know, in theory, it should be 11-1.
Yeah, I heard you. I feel like I made the right choice, though.
I think you did, probably. Get some more dots.
So when they scheduled this game, they started at 3:30 because they were supposed to have to get. It's all right. They owe us on some of those calls.
That's probably a good idea. How many people, did you look how many people are watching? Huh? That's more than I would have thought even.
Hey, Eddie. Remember, we're starting at the high end of the strike
Really?
zone. We work down. We don't work up above that, okay?
Probably a lot coming and go. Oh, that's true too. Yeah. They must have requested it before the start. Well, how else are they going to come to play? There's only one running. She caught it! She caught it! Hurry up, get it! Yeah. If she were down to second instead of going to If she would have caught it, she was dead. She didn't even move.